Don't blink, it's your boy Ink with another video. We're eating. I'm sorry, I don't have the time today. This is the season 2, episode 3. I'm trying to make better videos. I'm trying to make them more concise. So we got all of this, and we got 30 minutes left. I'm doing pretty good so far. So the next one we have who has the more balls. So I know a lot of people are not liking this competition because later on they did who can endure more torture, and I do feel like these two are very very similar, right? And dude, it's kind of crazy because this one is kind of, if you're looking for it to be entertained, torture is the better one. If you're looking for straight up competition, this is the better one. So who has more balls? They're gonna go through a series of competition, right? And the one who does the most succeed. The first one is a punch competition. So the one who takes more blood, more punch, right, is the winner. So Spenny kind of wine bikini. Um, it's funny. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the things a little bit, right? Because this goes into it. We have a male dominator, and he's whipping the boys. He's whipping on the ass. Right? Why did I choose to do this one first? Well, I got this pimple. It's because it does help a lot with the competition. So he whips, and you can see that Kenny at the point of bleeding, and the judge, they're asking another judge, because the first season was crazy, and they're asking the dominator, hey, should we continue? He said, well, if I continue, Kenny's gonna drew blood. He has more will. Spenny has weak will. He won't take the shots. So in this one, this is the exact same thing. So Kenny is less thick. He has less thick skin. So when Spenny does attack him, he gets attacked first, and he kind of give up first. But Spenny constantly whines. So yeah, the point goes to Spenny, and the point goes to Spenny, and Kenny is like, "Oh, but you whine." And why is that so cool? Is because even the judges is like, we're working with such loose rules. It's still chaos. The show in the second season does seem um more organized, but it's still a crazy show. It's still Kenny versus Benny, right? We got it too. The second one is who can drink, yeah, spicy sauce. They do a shot of spicy sauce, and it's the one that drink the most. And this one, Spenny also win, as Kenny is not doing really well. Because Spenny is, I know I'm making fun of Spenny a lot, but he does have a lot of will, right? There's a scorpion. The guys, they both have a scorpion, and as the first one to touch it, they get some advice. Kenny doesn't care. He touches scorpion. Benny doesn't. So this point goes to Kenny, right? We have the balls. I don't remember the balls. Uh, Sorry about that. I think it's who can take a shot to the balls, right? But I'm not sure. I don't know why. I wrote it this morning. I was working, so it's harder. They got tasers, so Kenny says, "Oh, I'm gonna be taser first." They both get a shot of taser, and it hurts. And Kenny plays up the role like, "Oh, it's really, really hurting." So Spin doesn't do it. They both go against a karate master, and it's kind of funny because Kenny does cheat. He makes sure that the wooden plate, right? He knows Spenny is stronger, so since there's no wooden plate, it's always a forfeit. So Spenny was supposed to win, but it ended up not being a competition at all. We had the tattoo competition, so they both go to a tattoo shop. They're like, either you get a tattoo or you get a piercing. And Kenny's like, "Well, I'm gonna get a tattoo," and he's smart because he doesn't tell Spenny what he's gonna get. And Spenny's like, "No, no, no, I'm not gonna get a piercing nor a tattoo because it's hurting." And he blames his personal belief, but I don't wanna believe it. Kenny does like, get a little dot, and yeah, that's it. He won. Tattoo wise, it depends on the place. I have a lot of tattoos. Some places hurt more. Certain places hurt it less. So it's entirely up to the person and the resistance, right? We got then Kenny. Kenny decide that he wants to intimidate Spenny because Spenny is doing really well in this competition. So what happened basically is he destroys Benny's room to show him, hey, I'm crazy. You're fucking with a crazy person, right? And I think it's a brilliant tactic to intimidate Benny because you can see in multiple competition, Benny is saying, oh, dude, I'm gonna be. I just realized there was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just realized there was a message inside of this. Mio but me no cold. Okay. Um. So yeah. So he pretends like he's crazy. He breaks up a Spenny room because Kenny likes to fuck with the spirit of Spenny because he knows that Spenny is weak will, and then Spenny's like he had enough. He's pretending he's gonna be jumping off a cliff, right? And Kenny actually showed that he's a good person. He's like, no, no, don't do it. I'll forfeit. I'll forfeit. I'll forfeit. And then he forfeit, and then there's a bird that poops on their window, Kenny he licks it up. I think these competition are really something I'm looking forward to. This one episode is to me it's not my favorite, but it's one of the best. Like the moment where Kenny go crazy, I think it's super entertaining. We had a competition last season who can win the most mini comp. So this is the same spirit. This is the same idea we have here. Who can win a theory of mini comp? However, it's more about toughness, and the first one is physical ability, and this one is who can handle more torture, is who has a better spirit. So I think it's more fair because physically Penny is stronger than Kenny, but as an overall I think Kenny is a better competitor. And that was the episode.